Good morning and welcome to the Easy Forex Daily Outlook for Thursday, the 24th of November. The euro recorded losses against most of its major counterparts as Germany experienced an unsuccessful bond sale, the worst since the inception of the euro. This ironically came a day after Bundesbank President Weidmann reiterated that the ECB cannot be the lender of last resort and that rising yields in the bond markets should be seen as an incentive for nations to reform. The question now is what nations with low, unattractive yields should do. Versus the US dollar, the single currency dived to 133.43 from 135.17. Against the Swiss franc, the euro dropped to 122.74 from 123.48. Mario Monti, the Italian Prime Minister, will meet with Merkel and Sarkozy today, where he is expected to illustrate his view on reforming Italy without hurting growth. The US dollar appreciated against a basket of currencies as a string of economic data came out better than expected, and the German bond sale outcome pushed investors towards the dollar's safety. Against the Japanese yen, the greenback rose to 77.27 from 76.98. Versus the Swiss franc, the US dollar advanced to 0.9198 from 0.9134. Thin liquidity and exaggerated moves should be expected today due to Thanksgiving bank holiday. The Australian dollar plunged to 0.9696 from 0.9847 against the US dollar as investors continued their risk sell-off. The British pound plummeted to 155.19 from 156.45 versus the US dollar. Bloomberg reported that the Japanese shift their funds from the German bunds to British gilts, and it would be very interesting to see how this will be played out in the FX field. Oil prices dropped to $95.47 a barrel from $97.38. Gold retraced to $1690.13 an ounce from $1701.23. Silver followed suit, declining to $31.75 an ounce from $32.65.10. Now let's look at the currencies and what they're doing this morning. The Euro USD pivot point is at 134.30 with a preference to sell at 134.30. Target of 133.10 and second target of 132.75. The USD yen is with a pivot point of 77.35 with a preference to sell at 77.35. First target 76.85 with the second target of 76.70. The pivot point for the Aussie dollar is at 0.9810 with a preference to sell at 0.9810. First target 96.55 and a second target of 0.9595. The pivot point for the sterling dollar is at 156.10 with the preference to sell at 156.10. First target of 1.5495 and a second target of 154.35. Finally, we have the pivot point for the US dollar at 1.0395 with a preference to buy at 1.0395. First target of 1.0520 and a second target of 1.0570. On to commodities. We have the pivot point for oil at 96.90 with a preference to sell at 96.90. First target of 95.60 and a second target of 95.20. We have the gold with a pivot point of 17.12 with a preference to sell at 17.12. First target of 16.76. Second target of 16.67. Finally, we have the pivot point for silver at 32.20. Preference to sell at 32.20. First target of 31.25 and a second target of 30.70. And of course, for up-to-date information, please visit our website at www.easy-forex.com. Onto the calendar for the market movers. We have the German gross domestic product for the third quarter forecast to remain unchanged at 0.5%. The German IFO business climate for November forecast to drop to 105.3. British gross domestic product for the third quarter forecast to remain unchanged at 0.5%. Now on to equities. In Europe, we have the FTSE down 1.29% and the DAX down 1.44%. And the CAC down 1.68%. In the U.S., we have the S&P 500 down 2.21% and the Dow down at 2.05%. Finally, at the time of writing in the Asian session, we have the Nikkei down 1.80% and the Hang Seng up 0.27%. I'm Sarah Henry, and this was today's Daily Outlook from the Easy Forex Dealing Room. Have a great day.
Not only have you found a great place for Forex news, you found a great place to trade it. Registration is easy. Just click Join Now. Membership has its unique benefits, such as the freeze rate, the trade simulator, the inside viewer, and personal dealers. Your personal account manager waiting for you now.